Hey guys, I am so excited to make this video, partly because it means I get to make another batch of these homemade energy bars, protein bars. We had to come up with a catchy name for them, but I was looking over the internet to try and find something new to give the kids. They have a race tomorrow. So I found these and I'm so, well, let's just say it's hard to eat just one. So the first thing we start off with is oat flour. Now, you can get oat flour at stores, but what we do is we make our own in the blend tech. So if you have a blend tech or a Vitamix or some good mixer, you can do that. It's 1.5 cups of oats. This is a half a cup, just so you guys. So it's 1.5 cups of oats. I'll leave that out. Blended into flour. So just do this. So I just put that on speed 5 for 15 seconds. And you can see, I don't know how close you get up. Just kind of tap it to make sure it's out there. Then it calls for that's what here it is. Half a cup. Crisp rice. We just use the generic. And then it does call for a half a cup of a vegan, if you're making a vegan bar, protein powder. So I just went ahead and grabbed my Shakeology. Now, it does say unsweetened, and since Shakeology, the vanilla, is kind of sweet, I'm actually going to use a little bit less than half a cup because I don't want these to be too, okay. I do like them sweet, but we don't want them to be too overpowering. So we have a little bit less than half a cup. You mix all that together. Then it's 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I've kind of just, I really haven't measured the salt out very well. Just kind of do a little bit of a half, I guess. A little bit of a half of a teaspoon of salt. Mix that in there. Then it says to use some sort of a nut butter or a sunflower butter. And you can definitely try almond butter. That's one of the things we will try. But for this case, I have some peanut butter whipped up. Again, man, I should be like a Blend Tech commercial. Blend Tech nut jar. Let's make our own homemade peanut butter. And so we're going to do a half a cup of peanut butter. And this is actually warm enough that it'll just come on out here like this. So again, if you are allergic to peanuts, you can definitely sub almond butter. We will try that. You can be sure I'll be making another batch sometime soon and we'll be trying the almond butter. So we're gonna do 1/2 cup of peanut butter. Oh, and shoot, you guys know I like peanut butter, so we'll just add a little bit more in. Just make sure that anything that was left in the measuring cup gets out. So you do that, then you add in 1/4 cup of maple syrup. Now again, because the Shakeology is sweetened, I'm going to do a little bit less than 1/4 cup because I don't want it to be too overpowering sweet. This is your grade A dark maple syrup, not your Aunt Jemima's. And then it's a teaspoon of vanilla. And then you just mix this, and it's supposed to get to, you're doing this like a cookie dough, sort of a mixture. And the one thing that I read up on was like, oh, what if it's not actually becoming as cookie dough-ish? And what I decided to do was I decided to grab, oh, I forgot to grab it out. Oh, got the microphone. Some almond milk to add in. I'm gonna I add in about 1/8, but you can eye it. This is just to make it more of a cookie dough type texture. And again, this is fun to have the kids make this with me. Then what you can do, I'm gonna do this too because there's peanut butter in there. I wash my hands. What you can do is it talks about how you can either do one of two things. You can either take the chocolate chips and the coconut oil, and you can either mix it in with this mixture, or you can do what I'm going to do because it looks so yummy like that. I'm going to wash my hands here and grab some parchment paper. I forgot to grab that. And it says an 8-inch pan, and I already used our 8-inch pan. So I'm going to use that. Grab some parchment paper. Put that in there. Sorry, we're going to swap that around. You just kind of push it out. And again, this isn't perfect because I already used our 8-inch pan. So, and if you want, you could add more of the milk. You could add more peanut butter. Mix around with this recipe. Again, it was brand new, so we'll be doing different variations. Just kind of mix that in there. And then what you do, you grab a microwavable bowl, you take 3 tablespoons heaping tablespoons of dark chocolate chips. These are dark chocolate chips. And then you take half a tablespoon. I had a half a tablespoon actually here, but maybe I didn't. So it is half that. Put it in the microwave. For 20 seconds. And again, you could do this and have this already in the mixture. I would add more chocolate or experiment and add more coconut if you'd like. And so it could already be a coconut chocolate mixed flavor. Or where did my, here it is. When you take this, Let's see, I might want to put that in again. Wasn't quite melted all the way. Sorry, we can edit this part out. At the microwave. There we go. I'll mix it all around. Till the chocolate chips have been melted. And then just drizzle that on top. And take our spatula to make sure you get everything out, because it's so yummy. And it's a little bit different because it's rounded, and this is 9, not 8-inch. And you just kind of spread it all around. I didn't pack it in there like I would if I wasn't shooting a video. But there you go. That's basically it. And then you put it in the freezer. I've always wanted to do this one. And we happen to have one pre-made. So then, this over here comes out looking like that. And as you can see, I already had some, which is why I had to shoot this video so I could make some more. So there you go. I'll go over the ingredients again real quick. 1.5 cups of oats means oat flour. Let me double check. 1/2 cup of unsweetened or sweetened protein powder. I use my vanilla Shakeology, so then it's added nutrients. Then you use 1/2 cup of some crisp rice, and you can leave that out, but it just kind of gives it a good crunchy sort of flavor. Mix that all in, add 1/2 teaspoon of salt, then add 1/2 cup or more of peanut butter, 1/4 cup or less of maple syrup. Mix all that in, and then a teaspoon of some vanilla. If it's not cookie dough like texture, consistency, you can add some milk, or I love the almond milk to it to make sure it gets that consistency. Put it in your 8-inch, 9-inch, put it in your pan on top of some parchment paper because it makes it really easy to get off. And then 3 tablespoons of some dark chocolate chips with a 1/2 tablespoon of coconut oil melted and drizzled on top. Enjoy. I am. And there you go. Don't eat too much.